Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to talk about the very important topic, which is your appreciation and depreciation of the currency. Okay. In the last class, if you remember, we talked about the price currency and the base currency. So those two concepts is again going to play a vital role to understand this particular topic, that is your appreciation and depreciation of the currency. This topic is again tested every time in your examination, so you need to understand this better, so please concentrate. Okay, but before that, let me give you background again, that currencies, they trade in a pair. Okay, so one currency has a certain relation with the other currencies, so they trade in a pair at a certain price. Okay, and that price is because of the demand and supply in the market. So over a period of time, that price also changes, and there are many factors that contribute to the change in that price, and that are your interest rate of the currencies of the countries in which those currencies are there, right? Then your government policies of those countries. Okay, then your trade balances and business cycles. Okay, so primarily appreciation can be understood as the increase in the value of one currency in relation to the another currency. So appreciation is a positive word. So if there is an increase in the currency prices, so that will be considered as the appreciation. And similarly, if there is a decrease in the value of that particular currency, then it will be considered your depreciation. So this is the definition on your screen. You need to write this in your examination, so please note it down. Okay, so moving ahead, the value of currency is not measured in absolute terms. Okay, so that is why we need to calculate this appreciation and depreciation in percentage terms, right? Because it is relative in nature. So one currency has a relation with the other currency. So how much percentage change is there in the appreciation and depreciation, that we need to calculate. Okay. So if a currency depreciate, it loses value against the currency against which it is being traded. Okay. So now moving ahead, we need to understand the concepts, and for that we will be taking an example. So suppose this is the example. Okay, the two currency pairs which I have selected here are USD and Euro. Okay, and its rate changed from 1.5000 to 1.6000. Okay, so this is an example, right? What is the appreciation and depreciation of each currency? Read the questions very carefully. The question is asking appreciation and depreciation of each currency. It is not asking about a single currency, it is asking about each currency. That means there are two currencies which are involved here. One is your USD and the other one is your Euro, right? So in the last class, you already know that what is the price currency and what is the base currency, right? So similarly, I'm going to write the same thing over here again. So can we write this in this particular pattern which is given in the question? So initially this was the currency rate in the market. Okay, so 1 euro could buy 1.5000 USD. Okay, and over a certain period of time, this rate changed to this. Okay, it became like now 1 euro can buy 1.6000 USD. So if you observe very carefully, you can find out that earlier Euro could buy only 1.5000 USD, but now it is buying 1.6000 USD. So kind of Euro is getting stronger here, right? It's very logical here. So earlier Euro could buy lesser, but now Euro can buy more than that, what was there previously, right? So now you can figure it out that Euro currency is appreciating. So if one currency appreciates, that automatically means that other currency, that means USD, will depreciate here. USD is depreciating. Okay, so this is how you need to understand, you need to figure it out. Okay, one more thing, that if you need to calculate the appreciation and depreciation of any currency, okay, for example, if you are going to first calculate the appreciation and depreciation of Euro, so you will have to bring that Euro in the denominator. You will have to convert that Euro in base currency. Base currency means what? The currency which is written in the denominator are known as your base currency. Okay, in the last class I had repeated this concept. If you have not seen that class, please go back and see that class, then come back to this class. Then concepts will be kind of very clear to you, right? So here we have already kept euro in the base currency, right? So now we will calculate how much euro is appreciating. Okay, so the same thing which I discussed here has been written in the word form to make you understand better. Okay, now appreciation will be what? If something is getting stronger, so the value which is now will be written first, and the value which was previously will be written on this side. We'll need to find out the difference, and the difference started from where? It is started from 1.500. So this is the mathematical concept through which we calculate the percentage. Okay, so the appreciation is this minus this divided by this one. Okay, and this will give you 6.66%. Okay, so euro appreciated by 6.66%. That will be your answer. Okay, so appreciation of one currency is the depreciation of other currency. Okay, we already know that if euro is appreciating, that means USD is going to depreciate. Okay, but think that if euro is appreciating by 6.66%, will the same depreciation will happen in USD? Will the same depreciation will happen in USD? No, it is not. Okay, we will see how it will not be equal to 6.66%. We'll see why depreciation percentage will not be 6.66%. Okay, so the same thing is written over here. It is not equal in percentage terms. Okay, so to calculate the appreciation and depreciation of any currency, we'll have to make that currency as a base currency. Okay, that is, we'll have to bring that currency in the denominator. Okay, now this was the case. Okay, we have already found that by how much percent euro got appreciated. Okay, now we have to think about USD. USD is going to depreciate, right? That we already know. But to calculate the depreciation in USD, we'll have to first make this currency as a base currency. We'll have to bring this in the denominator. So how do we do that? We need to inverse this. Okay, so euro will go up and this will come down. Okay, now you have USD in denominator. Now USD is a base currency. Okay, so now what is the value of 1 divided by 1.5000? So this equals to your this, right? 0.6666. Okay, so now you have converted this into a particular currency pattern wherein your USD is there in denominator. Now USD is a base currency. Okay, similarly you will have to convert 1.666000 USD oblique EUR to this particular fashion. Okay, so now if you convert this, if you inverse this, this will come, and what is the value of this one? This will come out to be 0.6250. Okay, so now you have changed what? Price currency into base currency. Now these two things which you have here, now you have to compare these two things to calculate the depreciation. Okay, so your the summary of this particular calculation which we did can be understood as this. Initially 1 USD was this much euro, 1 USD could buy this much of euro, but now 1 USD can buy lesser than this. Okay, lesser than this. That means you are on the right path. That means USD is depreciating. Okay, that means USD could buy less euro now. This means USD has depreciated in relation to euro. Okay, now depreciation, again the same mathematical formula. We'll have to decrease this 0.6250 minus the initial value, final value minus initial value divided by the initial value, and that will give you the negative figure. Negative indicates that the currency has depreciated. So observe carefully. Initially the appreciation of the euro was 6.66, but now depreciation is 6.24, right? So in percentage terms, appreciation and depreciation will not be equal. So that is what we wanted to say previously. Okay, so this is the way you calculate the appreciation and depreciation of the currencies pair. Okay, this you need to understand in a proper way. If you want, you can go through the slides once more, and you need to keep in mind that to calculate the appreciation and depreciation of any currency, you will have to first bring that particular currency in the denominator, right? You will have to make that particular currency first base currency. Once that becomes the base currency, then you can compare that whether its value is appreciating or depreciating, and then you go ahead and find the appreciation and depreciation. Okay, so I hope this particular concept is clear, and if this question will be there in your examination, you will be able to solve this. Okay, now we are going to start the new concept, and that is your cross rate calculations. Okay, but before this, let me give the background that why we calculate the cross rates. Okay, so now suppose you are in India. So now you have like currency pairs like INR and USD. So you know the relation between INR and USD today, and at what price it is trading, you know that. But think about those countries where the liquidity is a kind of problem, where the currency pairs are not known. Suppose you happen to visit Mozambique tomorrow. So you don't know the currency value there, right? So if you have rupees, you need to convert that money into Mozambique currency, right? Then only you can move to that particular country, right? But then again, you need to have a clear idea and a very specific idea that what is the actual currency rate between Indian rupees and the Mozambique. Okay, so in most of the countries, USD, United States dollars, are considered as the base currencies. So every country has pegged their currency in relation to the USD. Okay, so you will have Mozambique currency's relation with the USD currency, and you already have your Indian rupees relation with the USD. So once you have two currency pairs, so with the help of two currencies pairs, you need to find out the your currency relation with the Mozambique. Okay, so finding out that particular rate with a country will be known as your cross rate calculation. So this process will be saying this. Okay, with the help of two mutual currencies, you find out one currency pair. So that process is known as your cross rate calculation. So this is the definition that you need to remember. Cross currency rate refers to the determining of the exchange rate between two countries with the help of one mutual currency. Okay, so one mutual currency in my example was your USD. Okay, in most of the countries, including India, as a base currency, the USD is used and always has a value of 1. Okay, now the government of India has allowed legal trading in three cross currency pairs, that is Euro, Sterling and Yen. To do this, first we will have to convert the above three currencies into USD, and then we'll have to convert that into INR and vice versa. We'll try to understand all these things slowly in our next lectures. Okay, but now we'll be focusing more on calculation of the cross rate, right? So take the example, suppose this is the question you have. Okay, we will be finding out the cross rate of INR in relation to the Euro. Okay, but it is not known right now to you, right? But you have two particular information that you have which is known to you. That is it is given in the question, the first line, USD and INR relation is given, right? And that is your 82 rupees for $1. Okay, further you have another currency pair information that is available to you as your Euro in relation to USD. That means 1 euro could buy $1.3205. Okay, so now you need to find out the relation of in rupees with respect to Euro. Okay, so this is what the information which is given. So first we write the information, right? This is what is given, right? Now you have this information also. So with this particular thing which you are seeing on the screen, this means that 1 USD could buy 82 Indian rupees, and here 1 euro could buy 1.3205 USD. Now what you need to calculate? You need to calculate this one, INR oblique EUR, European, right? So to calculate this, we have two information which is available here. Okay, so to calculate this, can we write this in this particular pattern? INR oblique USD multiplied by USD divided by Euro. See carefully, your USD will get cancelled and ultimately both sides of the equation will be equal, right? It's like a mathematical style in which we cancel out the denominator with each other. One denominator will get cancelled out with the numerator on the other side, and you will get the same thing which is there on the left hand side. Okay, left hand side will be equal to your right hand side. So can we write this in this particular fashion? See very carefully that this particular information is already with us. Okay, what is this information? This is your 82, and this is also we have, this also we have, right? So this is your 1.3205. Now you simply need to put all these figures in the equation. Okay, then this USD will get cancelled, and finally once you calculate the value of 82 multiplied by 1.3205, okay, you will get 108.281, and this will be your answer. So now you are able to find out the cross rate, okay, with the help of one mutual currency. Clear? I hope this concept is clear. This calculation was very easy, but the only catch which was here in this particular problem was to convert this particular thing which you need to find it out into this pattern. So once you break this into two patterns, okay, which is mathematically correct, then the final thing will only be to put all those figures in the places where you need to put it, right? So once you put the figures, then only you need to multiply and find out the answer. Okay, now there is another challenge which we have, and the challenge is cross rate calculation in the case of bid and ask price. Okay, the previous question was kind of very simple, where you only dealt with one particular price that was given. But yesterday, if you remember, you also asked about also studied about the concept of bid and ask, right? So if that is given, then you need to use this formula. Okay, I have taken an example of suppose you need to calculate the cross rate between Great Britain pound with relation to INR. Okay, so this bid price formula will be your GBP oblique USD bid and then USD oblique INR. See carefully that this USD will get cancelled with this USD in the numerator. Okay, and now similar formula is there for the ask price also. So you need to use this particular formula. Okay, so we will solve an example again to calculate the cross rate for in the case of bid and ask price. Okay, so that the concept will get clear more. So this is the information which is given in the question. Your Great Britain pound oblique Australian dollars, it is given this. So the first price, you know, it is a bid price, and the second price is your ask price. What is bid and what is asked, it has already been explained in the previous lecture. So you need to go through that lecture to understand this better. Other information which is given in the question is your GBP, that is Great Britain pound oblique euro. That relation is given here, that this is the bid price and this is the ask price. You need to find out the relation between euro with respect to Australian dollar. Okay, so again, since we are given with bid and ask prices, we need to calculate this particular figure in terms of bid and ask. Okay, so we will use that formula since we need to calculate this, because this is in the question. Bid will be what? Euro divided by GBP bid into GBP oblique Australian dollar bid. So do we have this information available with us? No, we have a kind of opposite relation which is given here, right? But we have this information, GBP oblique Australian dollar bid price, GBP oblique Australian dollar bid price, it is given over here. So one thing is readily available with us, okay, but we need to do some working to find out this particular bid price. Okay, so to see, this information is also with us, but it is a kind of opposite information we have. So we need to convert this to get this uprightly, right? So to do that, we need to inverse this. Okay, once you inverse this, see very carefully, the bid will get changed into ask. So in place of bid, you need to write ask. So GBP is now in the numerator and your euro is in denominator. So now bid will get replaced by the ask price, and this will remain same because this information is already with us, right? So now we can put the values very easily and find out the value of this bid price. So this will be your, after putting the values which is given in the question, what was the ask price of this? Ask price was this much, 1.2785. Okay, the same thing we have written over here in place of this, and this was already given, the bid price was this one, right? So this will give you the answer of 1.4274. Okay, I hope the concept is clear. The only point which you need to observe very carefully, that how to convert this into desirable result. To convert this, once you reverse this, this will get converted into ask price. Okay, so once this gets converted into ask price, you need to put the ask price. Okay, now similarly, same question, to find out the ask rate of the same currency pairs, you write this formula again. GBP is, once again, it is in numerator and denominator also. Okay, now we have this information, GBP oblique Australian dollar ask price, this is there, right? But do we have this one? No, we don't have this one, because we need to do some working on this to find out the actual one, actual ask price. Okay, so again we need to reverse this. So once you reverse that, okay, this ask will get changed into bid. Previously bid got changed into ask, now ask will get changed into bid price. Okay, and now this will remain same. Okay, so in place of now, so this we already have bid price, GBP oblique EUR, bid price is already we have. So now simply put the values and find out the ask price, and this will be your final ask price for this currency pair. Okay, so now you have both bid price and ask price. Okay, now you also find out the cross rate. Okay, so this will be your final answer. So I hope the concepts are now clear. Okay, now you are able to find out the cross rates also, in simple cross rate also, and if in case you are given with the bid and ask prices, so in that case also you need to, you have the formula, you have all the tools and equipments through which you can calculate the bid cross rates. Okay, if there is further any kind of question, you have any kind of doubt, okay, so I suggest you go through the video once again, so that certain mathematics concepts are involved in this, so you need to practice more and more. If again there is any kind of problem, you can let me know through your comments, or you can contact me. So till then, thank you so much, and we'll meet again in the next class with the new concepts. Thank you so much.